Hi Scorpio, welcome to the Animals Magic Shop. This is Lisa with your weekly animal spirit message for January 15th through the 22nd, 2023. And this is a one-card reading, but your animal this week may have multiple messages for you. Okay, Scorpio, let's get started. Animal spirits and guides, what would you like Scorpio to know? Okay, this is for Scorpio, please. All right, Scorpio. The first message I'm getting for you from Owl is to embrace the truth this week. And that means, first of all, for yourself personally, speak the truth, act the truth, and look for the truth too. In other words, don't make snap judgments about anything or any situation or any people. It could also apply to people too. So this means basically Owl is asking you to be scrupulously honest this week, Scorpio. And that's not to say that you normally aren't, but this week it's important to be especially careful to do that. And I'm getting, for some of you, this could be honesty with yourself, first of all. You know, perhaps you've been kind of kidding yourself about a certain situation or circumstances in your life. Maybe you've been looking at them as worse than they really are. You know, maybe you've been a little bit too, I don't want to say judgmental, but maybe you haven't been exploring other options or opinions about a situation or a person, and you're not seeing the complete truth. So if this situation kind of clicks with you, and you're very upset with a certain situation or a certain person, then Owl is asking you to delve a little bit deeper into it and maybe think out of the box. And perhaps you don't have all the information that you need in order to make a good decision or a good judgment or a good, conversation with somebody, or take the right direction for yourself. Now this can also have to do with kind of kidding yourself about your own behavior. And I'm gonna, this, like I said, this doesn't apply to everybody. It may just apply to one person, but as far as kidding yourself goes and not being truthful with yourself, it can also have to do with, our own behavior too. Sometimes we might feel that we're always completely right, or we're always, our opinion is always correct, or our way of doing something is always the best way. And that's just not always true. And again, I'm talking about, this pertaining to ourselves. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again and you've been getting the same results, the same negative results, then perhaps you need to change your way or your method or your mind about something. And, if you've been, well, I bring up diet because it's an easy example. Say, like, if you've set a goal to lose maybe, some weight, a certain amount of weight, and you aren't. And, well, you may be kidding yourself about how much effort you're actually putting into, meeting your goal of losing your weight. Maybe you are cheating on your diet a lot, and you're kind of kidding yourself that, hey, like a little bag of potato chips won't matter, and it'll be okay to eat half this ice cream. It's so things like that. Be honest with yourself, what you're doing and about your own actions, as they pertain to goals that you're not meeting, okay? Now, aside from that, for some of you, this may signal that somebody isn't being truthful with you. Now, I'm getting, in particular, for some, it may be a family member, it may be a child who is telling you they're doing one thing and they're doing something else. So be watchful around your home for situations like that this week. It doesn't have to be for the rest of the year or anything like that. I was just saying for this week, Scorpio, be observant of what's going on in your home for some of you, especially with your children for some of you. Now, for others, it could have something to do with your spouse. Maybe your spouse is hiding something from you. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a third party situation or anything like that. Perhaps they've been struggling with something and they're not sharing that with you, and you're seeing it reflected in their behavior towards you or behavior within the family or towards your children. So be aware of situations like that too, where, maybe your spouse or significant other or partner isn't telling you something that's bothering them. Now, it could also be a more negative reason. So just, don't kill yourself and with worry about this. Just in general, for some of you, be aware of what your family members are doing and that one of them may not be being forthright with you about something, okay? Now, this could also have to do with a work situation for some of you, I'm getting. It's a fact that a lot of companies are looking at downsizing and laying off employees. So if you have a feeling that that might be the case in your place of employment, be a lookout for signs of that. You can either take two approaches. This is what Owl is giving me for you. You can either take two approaches. You can, if you love your job, you can be the absolute best, outstanding person who is just so good that they're indispensable. For others of you, you may need to start looking for another job, and this isn't to worry anybody or cause anybody alarm, but I think that any of you who this applies to, you might already have a little inkling or idea if it could apply to you. So take action accordingly, either be outstanding so they can't live without you, or just say, okay, I need to start looking for something else and trust that it'll be something better. Okay, Scorpio? All right, so those are your messages for this week, and take them as they apply to you, as they click with you. Okay, not all of them may be for you in particular, maybe just one of them. Okay? All right, thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. We wish you a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.